What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's Azazel 2012. Now, before I get into today's topic, I want to share with you a couple of things regarding the gameplay you're seeing. First and foremost, yes, it is Ghosts, and I know I've been posting a lot more Call of Duty here lately. That's mainly because I've actually been having a little bit more fun playing it. Now, I'm not going to lie to you, I'm still not really a big fan of the new maps. This one, I still hate this map. This one right here I really hate. But there are a couple of the other maps that I'm starting to enjoy more. Even though I'm not a real big fan of them, I enjoy them more. The biggest reason that I enjoy them more is because people move around on them. The games on these maps are more fast-paced than the original stock maps, and that's great. That means I can get more exciting gameplay that people might actually want to watch on Ghosts. Regardless, if you don't, maybe the topic that I'm about to talk about will keep you glued to your YouTube screen. Now, before I move into that, one last thing. I think it's fantastic that picking up tags now and kill confirmed gives you a half a point towards your kill streak. Means you're going to get more streaks. That's pretty badass in my opinion. So let's get to it. You all know I pick really weird topics that I find some odd things to talk about occasionally. And this one is no exception to that rule. Now, I just read something recently, flipping through my phone on the news app that I have, and I was like, this article looks interesting. So I click on it, I start reading it, and it is about how cows are basically destroying the world. It's the Cowpocalypse, if you will. Yes, the Cowpocalypse. So to explain this, what I mean by that is that 39% of greenhouse emissions are now caused by cows. And that number has risen from 2001 to 2011 by 11%. So it's up to 39%. So that means that cows and their gas-ish emissions, mostly belches, which is funny, not farts, as was originally reported in the article. There was an edit to the news article. That fucking part is hilarious. Excuse me, we said fart, but we actually meant belch. So I'm going to point out how hilarious that I think it is that a real news article, a true news article, used the words fart and belch in the article. So, of course, they had me hooked. You say fart and belch, I'm there. I'm reading it. I'm there forever. I am your friend. You can count on my support. Stamp it. I'm there, dude. Now, these emissions, in the last 50 years, have pretty much doubled. Right? This includes all agriculture, forestry, and fishing. So this is a pretty serious thing. It may sound hilarious, cow farts and cow burps causing the emissions that they do. But cattle emit a lot of methane when they belch and when they fucking fart. It's pretty brutal, apparently. It'll clear a fucking room, I guess. So people have been trying to figure out new ways to use these emissions or recycle emissions so that we don't have rising emissions. We have all the industrial emissions and everything, so we need to do some stuff with this cow fart and cow belch shit to save the world before the cowpocalypse takes us all. We need to figure out how to feed cows more efficient food, like soy or alfalfa or corn. Now, the problem with that is that those things actually make cows gassier, even though it makes the cows larger. By making them larger, it means we use less cows. But still, now they're thinking, okay, maybe some supplements and things like that will help. But then I don't know. I don't really trust governments using supplements on animals. That's really creepy. Then we're going to have mutant cows causing the cowpocalypse. We'll have zombie cows. There's a book about that. I just actually found that the other day, which is kind of weird. And we got to reduce this gas before we end the world because we're all a bunch of meat-eating fat bastards. And as more countries begin to develop and make more money and begin to, take in more responsibilities for taking care of their people, such as more agriculture, that of course means that the emissions are going to rise. And we have to start using cow poop as a fuel source. That's what this thing recommended. We got to use cow shit. Got to get that cow shit, use that cow shit, and make it happen. Run some cars off the cow shit. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I think this is hilarious. I don't know why, even though it is something that's kind of serious, but let's just think for a minute. The world isn't going to end because of a zombie apocalypse. The world isn't going to end because of a nuclear wasteland, caused by some sort of nuclear war and the fallout afterwards. It's not going to be some new Nazi regime that's going to take over. No. It's going to be our Big Macs and our steaks. That's what's going to kill us. And not even in the way that we think, obesity, overweight, heart attack, heart failure, working on my third heart attack, da bears. No, none of that. It's going to be cow belches and cow farts. That is what is going to ruin the world. That's what's going to make us lose our lives as an entire species, to make us just disappear. Cows. And I think that's insane. Crazy shit. So I'll leave the link to this down there so you guys can take a look at it. Maybe give me your thoughts down in the comments below. Let me know what you think about the Cowpocalypse. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been Azazel2012, and I'm going to get out of here, and I'm going to go have a nice, big, fat, juicy steak before the Cowpocalypse hits.